Good evening, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome to TCM, where we're saddling up for our second night of films focused on the great state of Texas. We're doing this every Thursday in April. Tonight's lineup is made up of some of the best crime dramas ever made, from 1967 all the way to 2007. All of them are set and shot in Texas. We think of Texas as uniquely American, but its history is much more complicated. It has, at various times, been under the flags of Spain, Mexico, France, and independent Texas, the Confederacy, and of course, the flag of the United States. It's also a state with a large international population, sharing a 1,254-mile border with Mexico. Up first, a film that deals heavily with Texas's tumultuous history, particularly as it pertains to that border and how that history reverberates. From Columbia and Castle Rock Entertainment in 1996, Lone Star. Chris Cooper leads the way here. He's Sheriff Sam Deeds. That's a good Texas name. Sam is investigating the discovery of a skeleton in his Texas border town. A sheriff's badge is found nearby, leading Sam to suspect that the remains belong to a diabolically racist lawman, a former sheriff named Charlie Wade. Another good Texas name. Wade is played by Chris Christopherson. The man who ran Wade out of town 40 years earlier and replaced him as sheriff was Sam's father, Buddy Deeds. 3 for 3 on Texas names. Buddy is played by Matthew McConaughey, and since the Texas native was 25 during production, you can presume we get flashbacks to when Charlie Wade and Buddy Deeds were young men. John Sayles, one of the most talented independent filmmakers of his generation, wrote and directed this deep and intriguing Oscar-nominated Western/detective mystery. Cooper, Christopherson, and McConaughey inhabit the figures at the core of the plot, but the events that extend from it are what matter here, bringing in the rest of this really strong ensemble cast: Elizabeth Pena, Joe Morton, Clifton James, Ron Canada, and Miriam Colon. Additionally, and in just a single scene, a remarkable scene, of course, we get Frances McDormand, who won the first of her 3 Best Actress Oscars for Fargo, released the same year. From 1996, shot primarily in Eagle Pass, Texas, an Oscar nominee for John Sayles' original screenplay, Lone Star. Initially, writer-director John Sayles planned to give Lone Star a different title. He wanted to call it Forget the Alamo. It's a clever title. It's one of the last lines of the film spoken by Elizabeth Pena's character. She and Sam want to escape the burdens of their cultural and personal history that emanate from the Battle of the Alamo, which took place back in 1836. The contention over the myths surrounding the Alamo, fought when Texas was trying to gain independence from Mexico, serves as one of Sayles' inspirations to write Lone Star. Texas is unique among the United States in that it was once its own country, said Sayles. It was a republic formed in a controversial and bloody way, and its struggles did not end with the Civil War. Sayles wanted to address, quote, a kind of racial and ethnic war that has continued. Those tensions pointedly arise in an early scene in the film between the teachers and parents over how that history is taught, an argument, as the Guardian's critic Peter Bradshaw put it, about who owns the narrative and who prints the legend. It's an argument Texas, and the country for that matter, still have in 30 years after the film. John Sayles is not the household name he ought to be. He is easily one of the finest independent filmmakers of his generation, starting out working for B-movie icon Roger Corman, then going on to write and direct films like Matewan, 8 Man Out, and Passion Fish, which earned Sayles his first Oscar nomination for Best Original Screenplay. His second came for the movie you just saw, Lone Star. Coming up, another contemporary Western from 2 Oscar-winning filmmakers who began as indie mavericks, Joel and Ethan Coen. From 2007, maybe the best Coen brothers film, which is saying something. No Country for Old Men is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, No Country for Old Men, then Blood Simple. And later, Bonnie and Clyde. No bank is safe on TCM tonight.